Hello and welcome to Motivational Monday. How has your week been going? We are at winter solstice today. Is everyone feeling all of this energy that's happening right now? I know I have been. This whole week for me has been a lot about setting boundaries. I've been cleaning up and doing all the things that I talked about last week with cleaning my room, but just in general, I feel the need to just clean things, to do some purging, setting boundaries. So Motivational Monday today, I want to talk a little bit about boundary setting. Are you good at setting boundaries? Let me know. I will say I was terrible at it for years. And then when I decided it was time to start setting boundaries, a lot of people in my life really continued to struggle with understanding what that means, which I get because, once you kind of set the tone for something, it can be really easy then for everyone else around you to fall into that pattern of whatever you initially created. So when you grow and realize certain things that need to change, many times it can be a little challenging to get people on board that are closest to you in your life, or they just don't understand what's going on. Like, wait a minute, she constantly accommodated us and was always there when we needed her, but now she's going, I said, give me a minute, and I meant give me a minute. So what are some things that we can do on this Motivational Monday to set boundaries for ourselves so that we're able to create that sense of self-care and the ability for us to fulfill our needs? Because ultimately, if we're giving and giving and giving to everybody else, it's really hard to be able to continue that pattern. Because if we're not taking the time out for ourselves, it can be very easy then to get burnt out. And what happens in burnout? We're not able to do anything. And I really know, like, this year in general, I'm sure we're at the end of 2020. It's been a rough year. I'm sure most people are starting to feel burnout now, right? So what we need to do is we need to work on that self-care aspect of creating boundaries and filling up our cup and what we need. So what are some ways that we can do that? Well, I think it's important that you have a kind conversation with either people you're living with, people you're closest to. It's important for them to understand why you're making this change. Now, it's not necessarily mean that when you make that change, they're just going to magically go, oh, okay, yeah, that's what she said, so we're going to go along. No, there's going to be some resistance to that. You're breaking up their pattern of behavior. By changing your pattern of behavior, you're breaking up their pattern of behavior. And that's not always easy. So patience is key. If you know what you need to do to take care of you, then you have to be willing to be a little bit persistent about that. And you can do that without being mean. You can do that without being nasty and ugly, but you do have to be a bit assertive. And assertiveness can be just as much as saying, listen, I said I need a minute. I said that this is what I need to do right now, and you need to accept and honor that. Unless this is an emergency, you can interrupt me, but if it is not, you're going to have to wait. And there's going to be lots of reminders needed in order to make this really happen. So if you're like me and you're working on boundaries, just continue to remind yourself that change doesn't happen overnight. Just think about how many times you were doing the same behavior of allowing those boundaries to maybe not be as healthy as they needed to be, right? I know for me, I was guilty of that for decades. We'll just say decades. In fact, I feel like I kind of learned how do I want to put that? Like, I don't really feel like I had boundaries in my childhood either. Like, I feel like it was like a pre-learned thing that I just have to give. But it's not healthy. And I know I've said that. So be persistent in a kind and loving way. Don't make the common mistake of, oh, well, nobody's listening to me and my boundaries, so I guess I'm just going to give up. Do not give up. Change can be a slow process, but if you believe in what you are speaking about, if you believe in what you stand for, if you believe in what you need, your needs for you, so that you can be better for everybody else that's around you, then do not give up. Do not give up on yourself and your needs. Don't do it. No matter how hard it is. Even if you have to go for a walk some days and you have to remind yourself why. Even, write it down. Set those goals up and put it on a piece of paper. I know we're nearing the end of 2020. A lot of people like to set goals for the new year. Some people may never set goals again for the new year after this year, but it is really important that whatever goals we should be setting goals, like goals for ourselves and our self-care. So think about that. What kind of boundaries do you feel you need to create in order to take better care of yourself? And give yourself a space where you can remind yourself, whether it be pictures or writing down or just a mantra in your head. Do something so that you're able to go back and remember why those boundaries are being set. Okay? Because I promise you, there are going to be times when you're just going to be like, what's the point? What is the point? Nobody is listening to me. Nobody hears what I'm saying right now. Nobody cares. Okay? Who raising my hand? Accountability here. Soul fashion time. I'm guilty of that. Way guilty of that. Well, nobody's gonna listen or care anyhow, so why bother? Why bother? Because you are worth it. That's why we bother. Because we're worth it. And that's important to remember. You are worth it. You're worth setting boundaries so that you can take care of you. So start working on it slowly. Talk to those people around you that you feel like remember it's you, not them. You created the space for them to invade boundaries that you have yet to realize you needed to create, okay? So make sure that you're taking the time to explain to people, like, I realize what I've done here. I wasn't taking care of myself. I didn't create the boundaries so that I could continue to take care of myself. And I understand that I told you that you could come into here, or, you could come into all of this space and it would be okay, right? Not even realizing you did it. It's okay. It's okay that happened. But if you're aware of it now and you're ready for change, you just have to make those people aware. Like, hey, I wasn't taking care of myself. I need to take care of myself so I can be a better person for me, which will make me a better person for you and everybody else around me. Okay? And work on it. Remind people, remind yourself. Remind yourself that you count, that you matter, that you need those few minutes of time. All right? Find those things that you love to do. Find some hobbies. Make time for those hobbies. Do you like cooking or baking or crafting or hiking or just going for walks or exercising? What is it that you love to do? Or do you need to just take some time and schedule a massage? Or you want to try out the sound healing? Get onto my webpage, tuneinwithmolly.com. I have a winter special right now going on. It's discounted for an online sound healing session with Reiki infusion. It's great, 30 minutes. It's not overly time consuming for your time, but it has great benefits to it. So think about those sorts of things. What can you do for yourself so that you can incorporate things to take care of you, to fill up your love cup, to fill up your care cup? And remember to consistently keep your boundaries in place, because the more you start to allow the boundary to come in this way, you're going to be back to where you started again. All right? And it's okay. Your boundary can be out here and you can still love people even more than you did when your boundaries were here, when you allowed everybody to encroach upon you. It's important to remember that. All right? So tell me what you're doing to create positive boundaries for you so that you are able to take care of you on this Motivational Monday and for the whole week and for the whole rest of the year and for the next year and all the years to come. What are you doing for you to set those positive boundaries? All right? So let's end like we did last week with a little bit of breathing. Let's release anything that might be feeling stressful or strenuous inside of our bodies. Let's do that with a little singing bowl and breathing. All right, let me grab my bowl over here. Oh, what did I do with my stick? Oh, it's behind me. Okay, here we go. Just close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you do that release, I want you to just release anything in your body that might be holding tension, whether it be your shoulders. You're probably going to feel it a little bit in your chest, your throat, especially if it's a boundary thing, because a lot of times that ends up interfering with our heart and our throat chakra. I'm going to have you do a little humming today too, so we can clear that up a little bit. Okay, so take another nice deep breath in. Just shake anything out that you're feeling stressful about. A couple more nice deep breaths in. Nice deep breaths in. Slowly let it out. This nice deep breath in. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and we're going to hum. We're going to feel that hum right in here. As you hum, relax your jaw, relax your lips, relax all of your cheeks and everything around here. You want to give it a nice relaxation. feel that vibration going all through your system and just allowing it to relax your body internally. Another nice deep breath in, and just release anything else that might be holding up inside of you. Right? Thank you so much for joining me on this Motivational Monday. May you have a blessed day, a blessed week. Anyone celebrating the Christmas holiday season, happy holidays to you, and like and share for all of your friends. Thank you so much. Love and light to you.